In many companies, the rule seems simple. Go the extra mile and you will be rewarded. But is that extra work distributed equally between women and men? At WU Vienna, my research explores how companies measure employee performance and how those evaluations shape who gets promoted and who doesn't. And over again, we see structural inequalities that help explain why fewer women advance into leadership positions. My name is Isabella Grabner, and I'm a professor at the Institute for Strategy and Managerial Accounting. I study how organizations measure employee performance and how promotion decisions are made. We know from a large body of scientific research that women and men don't face the same opportunities at work. The term leaky pipeline describes a pattern we see across many organizations. At every step up the career ladder, the proportion of women drops. The higher the position, the fewer women we find. One of the consequences is the gender pay gap, the persistent income difference between men and women. But how do these inequalities arise in the first place? And what systematic issues drive them? In one of my recent research projects, we weren't initially focused on gender at all. We were studying how companies can encourage employees to be creative and go the extra mile. To explore this, we analyzed the task allocation of about 500 employees at a US financial services firm, specifically tasks that go beyond employees' formal job descriptions. By the way, this company actively promoted gender equality and had a gender-balanced top management team. Many organizations encourage employees to volunteer for extra activities. In research, we call these activities organizational citizenship behavior. We divided them into two types: office housework, tasks that support the team and keep things running, like organizing team events or helping improve the workplace environment, and office glamour work, strategic, high-visibility projects that often boost one's career. While analyzing the data, we stumbled upon surprising patterns. So we expanded our study to ask, are these tasks distributed equally between women and men? And do both types of tasks receive the same recognition? Spoiler alert, the answer is no. Women were about 1/3 less likely to take on glamour work compared to men, but they took on almost twice as much office housework. Research shows that gender norms often push women, consciously or unconsciously, toward more communal tasks to meet the societal expectations associated with their gender role. We also examined how these extra tasks were evaluated. Overall, employees received more recognition when they took on tasks that went against typical gender stereotypes, a pattern known as shifting standards. As a result, men received significantly more recognition for office housework than women did. However, women received only slightly more recognition than men for glamour work. In short, women take on more team-supporting tasks, even though these tasks come often at the expense of their career, and they're not rewarded for this extra effort. This happens even in organizations that really try to reduce gender inequalities. So what can organizations do to ensure a fairer distribution of tasks? Introducing rotation systems could help to ensure that essential tasks are shared more evenly instead of falling back on the same people again and again. It is also essential to raise awareness, especially among women, that career-advancing tasks are key to gaining visibility and building valuable human capital. And of course, supervisors have to actively encourage women to put themselves forward for challenging strategic assignments that can boost their careers. And finally, it is up to us as women to be confident and take the opportunities given to us.